million gallons of reclaimed water. How do you turn wastewater into reclaimed water? Let's find out.
Initially, the water comes into the headworks right here, where we have a bar screen, which removes debris, sticks, anything that might be coming in. As it goes through here, it goes to the EQ, and this is where phosphorus removal takes place. After it leaves here, it goes into one of our 3 trains.
What we're going to show you is one of the treatment trains.
So where we're at now is basically where all the magic happens. And this particular system is called the Bargenfeld system. It's basically designed for advanced nutrient removal. And it does that by manipulating anoxic zones and aeration zones. Which an anoxic zone is a zone that has little to no oxygen at all. And then you see these zones here with the bubbles, that's where you have air. And what that does is it manipulates a bacteria called a nitrofer, and it forces it to do its conversions and strip the nutrients out. And you do this by bouncing it back and forth between the multiple zones that we have here.
So the phosphorus needs to be removed and the nitrate needs to be removed so the receiving waters do not have algae blooms and so forth. The nitrate and the phosphorus, as it goes back into the land, it goes back into the aquifer and can cause algae blooms in receiving waters, which are your springs, your rivers, and so forth. It is naturally removed by the microorganisms throughout the plant as it goes through the process. The process, it's actually advanced because we're able to reduce it to such a small number of nitrates and phosphorus. Other places have higher counts. So the older plant, our nitrate was around a 12 TN. And on the new plant, we have added some structures and some new processes that allow us to remove phosphorus and remove the nitrate to less than 3. Travels over to our re-aeration basin, which then adds a little bit more air before it goes to the clarifiers. Then it reaches our clarifiers where it separates the solids from the clean liquid. The water coming through from the start of the process to the end of the process is approximately 1 day coming through here. Now we hold the microorganisms in the plant for 7 to 8 days. The clean liquid continues and goes over to our filters and then to our contact chamber where we add chlorine for disinfection.
And over here is where you see the results. They turn into really clear water, and then we chlorinate it and send it out.
So after it comes through our contact chamber, it then becomes reuse water, which we'll either send to our tank if we have room, or to our ponds on site or off site if we do not have room. And from there it can be pumped to the distribution zone for irrigation.
This is our influent here. This is what comes into the plant. This is what the bugs are processing the water. This is what's happening in our clarifier where the solids will settle. This is what comes over the weirs. And we'll go to our filtration process and go to the filters. And this is our effluent that is leaving the plant.
Currently, the reclaimed water is used for residential irrigation, and it can also go to ponds that we have on site. By using the reuse water for irrigation, we're saving drinking water for the future.